Hello and welcome to a Facebook page creation course. My name is Rita and I'm a digital marketer. I work in this field for 11 years and I'm going to teach you how to create your first Facebook page.
Let's talk about why should you use Facebook. My first reason is because it's free. It's a free social media platform and everybody uses it. People feel more connected to your business when they know you are on Facebook because they certainly think that they can communicate with you directly via your Facebook page. They are getting additional information like behind the scenes and maybe some personal details that they won't usually get on your website. You can understand your customers by looking at their behavior on your page when they react on different posts, and you can also look at the different data about your customers on your page. We are going to discuss it when we're going to talk about Facebook's insights. You can see where are they located, how old are they, and so on. Your posts can get viral. People usually share things that they like, so it's a great advantage about Facebook. Then there is an opportunity for you to use WhatsApp, Messenger, and Instagram apps as well as Facebook. So it's not just one app, there are 4 different apps. And let's talk about data a little bit. If we're going to talk about most visited websites of 2021, and this is statistics just for December 2021, but if you're going to look at the whole year, you're going to see the same picture. Facebook is on the 3rd place among most visited websites. This statistic is just for United States, but take a look. Google is the first website because it's a search engine. Then there is YouTube and Facebook on the 3rd place, with a little bit of difference between Facebook and YouTube. So people are using Facebook on a daily basis. It's a most visited website. It means there is a lot of people that are going to Facebook. Traffic is just massive. You don't need to advertise Facebook. If you are on Facebook, people will find you. And if we're going to compare Facebook to other social media platforms, we can see that Facebook is actually on the 1st place among most visited social media platforms in the world. We're not talking about just USA here, and this data is for 2021. Then the 3rd social platform is WhatsApp, which also belongs to Facebook, so it's kind of plus, and then there is Instagram and Messenger. So you don't really have any reasons not to use Facebook anymore. In this lesson, we are going to go over some of the Facebook's lingo. Lingo on Facebook is very simple. Once you start using Facebook as a business owner, you're going to get familiar with everything here. Tab, it's a menu on the Facebook page. We are going to talk about it in this course. Cover photo, it's a main photo on your Facebook page. You're going to see how we create it. Profile image, it's a small image in the corner of your page. It's a very important image that represents your business. CTA, it's call to action button. It's actually a main button on your Facebook page, but CTA is also used for advertising on Facebook. Timeline, it's a feed on your Facebook page. Groups, there are Facebook communities where you participate in different discussions. You can also add a group to your Facebook page. Facebook's interface is changing every year, and this is the menu that we got this year, 2022. I find it very user-friendly, and now you will see what I mean. On your left, you have everything you need to use Facebook, and it's pretty straightforward. Pretty easy to navigate. Friends, groups, marketplace, and everything else. Ad manager, and there is a page creation settings over here. So it's very easy to find whatever you're looking for on Facebook because everything you need is simply on your left. As for central part of Facebook, stories got right into middle, so you can just see that Facebook is really pushing them forward. Everyone likes stories, and Facebook would like you to notice stories as much as possible, so it's pushing them out there. So what we need in order to create a page, we need to find this page menu here and just click on it. If you already have different pages, you will find them here in the middle. If not, if you're new to this, you will go right to create new page button on your left. Just click here. And this is a new page creation on Facebook. It's also pretty simple, and we will go over this step by step. So on your left, you have page name, which is required. Take your time, think about your page name. You can't really change it going forward, so you need to choose a good name for your Facebook page before inviting your friends and before advertising your page and so on. So think about the name you want to give this page. I will name it Rita Test because we're creating a test page. Then there is a category which is also required, and it's very important. It allows people to actually find your page on Facebook. If they don't really know the name of your page, they can find you by the category. For example, if they're looking for a local bakery, they can find it by the right category which you're going to choose. So just click on the category field and write whatever category your business or your page in. So for example, marketing is my category. I can choose marketing agency, marketing and advertising, and there are different options there. Besides, you can choose up to 3 categories, which is great because sometimes one category isn't enough. It's not really clear. So we can use different categories. For example, for marketing, once again, it can be marketing agency, marketing and advertising, because people sometimes search for different keywords on Facebook. It's not always for a marketing agency. Sometimes they look for advertising, campaign manager, and so on. Each business, each industry has more than one phrase that can describe it. For description, you don't really have to put anything right away, but it's necessary. It's also something that can help find your page on Facebook faster. So here's a short description. It's limited to 255 characters. So now when page is created, we have additional options like profile photo and cover photo. We already know that profile photo is a little photo that goes right here, and cover photo is a bigger photo that goes in the background. So you must have these photos already prepared. I will upload some pictures just for this lesson to show you how it looks. I've uploaded this photo, and as you can see in the preview, it's not really looking great. I just need to move it a little bit down. So if I'm going to move it, it looks a little better. All right, now it's all right, and I will click save. Next thing is necessary for setting up our page is obviously filling in all the missing details. We are doing that from menu, edit page info. We're getting this page where we can once again choose our name, username, short description. So if my category is marketing agency, I can go and say about myself that this agency provides social media advertising services. Since it's a short description, it needs to be 1 or 2 sentences. It needs to be very clear that will provide some basic idea about my business. Don't go into a lot of details here. You will have place to do that. So next step is contacts. If you want, you can list your phone or your WhatsApp number. Lately, it's been very popular to have business WhatsApp so that people can send you messages directly. Then the next thing is your email and your website, if you have any. Email, I would definitely recommend you to fill in. If it's not the business one, it's your personal email, so that people will be able to get in touch with you. For the location, it depends on type of your business. If you're working remotely, and it doesn't really matter, so you don't need to fill your location. You just select the option "My page doesn't have a location." Then there is a service area. If you travel to provide goods or services to your customers, select up to 10 neighborhoods, cities, or regions to define your service area. This is something that will help you with your page research on Facebook. It means that if you're going to go to New York to provide your services there, and you're going to list New York as your service area, people who are looking for your type of services will easily find you there. But if you're providing services all over the world, you don't really need to fill it in. Additional location details. Does your page have a physical location that your customers can visit? It's kind of like frequently asked questions. You just need to fill it in. So if you don't have a location, you obviously select no. Does your page travel to its customers? No. Can customers buy goods or services online? And then you just choose yes or no. Even if you're providing remote services, you probably have your work hours so that people can book a consultation with you or some kind of lesson, or just book one of your services. So provide your working hours as well. If you are selling products online, I don't think that you really have any working hours, and everything pretty much works automatically. So you're going to select always open, and if you're going to select open on selected hours, you will have an option to choose which day are you working on, and so on. If necessary, you can choose, for example, from 12 to 4 a.m. and then you have a break and you start working at, let's say, 6 a.m. Yeah, I know these are crazy hours, but I'm showing you this just for example. So if you have a break in the middle of a day, it's possible to split it the way that Facebook will display your correct opening time. Temporary service changes. Open with service changes. This business has new or changed service, pickup, delivery, online service. Temporary closed, operating as usual. This menu actually added here. Guess why? Because the COVID. So if this is something that is impacting your business, please make sure you're using these options. For more, we have privacy policy if applicable. So if you have a website, just use a link from your website. Impressium, this is an option field in certain countries such as Australia, Germany, and so on. Business may be required by law to include a statement of ownership on their web presence. So if this is something that is relevant for you, please do. Product, this is an option field. List the products that your business offer here, and the limit is 2,000 characters. Additional information up to 50,000 characters. You can list here the services that you provide, the products that you provide, and any additional information that will help your customers to decide about your business. And this is a very cute addition to every Facebook page, a QR code. So if you're using flyers or posters for your business, if it's a local business, or if you have business cards, you can add this little QR code from Facebook so that it will allow people to find you easily. Price range, you can choose one of these options. Currency, obviously, you can change to whatever currency is relevant to you. And other accounts like Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, WhatsApp. If any of these are necessary for your business, so please provide it here so that it will be easier for your customers to get in touch with you. Please notice that there is no save button. Whatever you're feeling on this page, it's alright, it's already saved automatically. Let's start setting up the action button. This is the main button on your Facebook page. Everyone who visits your Facebook page will probably click on this button in order to perform some kind of activity. And which kind of activity? It's up to you. So let's set it up. Let's click on this button and see all the options that Facebook provides us. There are a lot of different options here, and every business can find the button that suits best to them. There is one that's called Start Order for the restaurants, Book Now if you want to book a consultation, a lesson, or whatever you're offering which requires to book your time, Call Now button, Contact Us. This button allows you to list your website or your landing page in order for someone to contact you via that. And there is Send Message via Facebook or WhatsApp or even email. So there are a lot of different options here. The most popular options are Send Message via Facebook or via WhatsApp. So let's proceed and take a look. How do you do that? You simply click on that option, and in the next window Facebook offers you to list few questions. Look at this as a frequently asked questions on any website you go to. So I recommend to list at least few questions that are relevant to your business. This is a very good conversation starter. You can also leave it as blank just by clicking here and closing this question, and then just go ahead and click save. But in that case, everyone who will want to reach you will just need to click on the button. So let's test it out, and the conversation will be empty. So if there is something interesting that you can put here in order to start a conversation about the price, about the opening hours, about your services, so just list a question. If you want to edit this button, simply go here and you can choose to edit it or delete it and choose another one. So if you go to edit, you can actually choose another action from this list. Let's say we want to choose Send Message via WhatsApp, so we're going to click here, and the next step is going to be for us to provide our phone number, and that's it. That's so simple. 2 clicks and our main page button is ready. The setup for any of these buttons is pretty easy. Facebook just takes you step by step. Only the Follow Me button doesn't really have any steps. When you choose it, that button is already on your page, and that's it. You don't need to do anything else. Now, when our page is created, it's time to fill it up with all the necessary details, and we will start right from the top. If we have a cover image and we have our profile, it's already 50% of the work, the name of the page and the category. Now we can create a username. It's not necessary, but if you are a blogger or a famous individual, you can use this nickname as well. It provides you additional level of exposure. Use it as a keyword for your Facebook page. In order to use a username, just click here and choose a username. It's a similar process to when you create your username for email address. The next step is to set the template of this page suitable for your business. Not everyone is offering services and not everyone wants to have reviews. So we're going to go to settings right here. And inside settings, we're going to use templates and tabs. Right now, you can see that template that Facebook is offering is called services. We can change it. Either from here, we can choose whatever template is suitable for our industry and business category. So non-profit, business, restaurants, and so on. Or we can manually choose whatever is actually needed for our business. So we just close templates and we go to tabs. Right now you can see that it's blue, so it's on. If you don't need it, you just close this. There is a reviews, so we can close it as well. Shops, offers, just choose whatever works for you. If you don't need this, you just turn it off. Then there are photos, videos, which you can change. It's default option for every Facebook page. Events, you can change it as well. Not every page needs events, so just free options are really default options: photos, videos, and about. That's a minimum what you need to have on your Facebook page. If you're just starting and you're not sure if you're going to need shop or offers, it's alright, you can turn it off for now and turn it on later. If I would like to add an offer, I would go to templates and tabs, I would turn on an offer, and I will go to my homepage to set it up. More offers. In the offer menu, I can create an in-store offer for customers. It means that it's kind of a coupon that customers can use in the store. So if I'm going to create an offer, I need to choose discount type, either it's percentage off, dollar off, free product or service, free shipping, custom. For custom, it actually provides me with more options. I just name product or service, name my discount, and I describe it. If I sell hats, for example, I can say 50% off, and here I can describe for all the red hats in the store, and I need to provide a photo, otherwise it won't be attractive option. You can see it here on a preview. It will look really good if you're going to create this offer with an image. Let me just upload an image, for example. This is what we got. I would go with a little bit longer name here, so on all hats in the store. So it will look more appealing and probably provide more information here, starting from $10 and so on. I would put only relevant information about pricing, about discount, and about the specific product that you're offering. Then you have an option for this offer to expire, and just choose the date, the time, and you can publish that offer. Another option here is where is this offer available. We have option for the store or online use, so we can use both. If it's for online use, add online offer URL, and for advanced options you can use different call to action buttons. So instead of save here, you can use either shop now or send a message. I would recommend to go with shop now, because this is actually the strongest call to action button to have. As for save, you just send people to save it for later, which is not really good call to action button, because no one is going to get back to that offer or remember that offer. Terms and conditions if necessary, and add promo code. Promo code, it's up to you. If you want to look fancy, you can create just some random promo codes, for example, hats off 2022, and then you're going to publish. We already saw that there are a lot of options for tabs, and I would like to go over a few additional tabs here, just so you will know how to set them up properly. So if we go to services, we will turn it on and it will appear on our page. And in order to edit that tab and to add different services there, I will go from my home page here, more, and go to services. Here we'll have two buttons that will say exactly the same, add services. So that's how I start. I just click on the button and add my service. It's pretty easy. It's not really requiring any technical setup. It's just choosing a name of service that you provide. For example, Facebook advertising. Then there is fixed price, or starts at ask for price, no price, free, custom, and so on. So for custom, just custom price, and for the fixed price, same idea, just a number. So let's say we are going to $500 product description. It needs to be short, it needs to be clear. So for Facebook advertising, I would say advertise monthly advertising of your business on Facebook. Show service, since it's not really required for this type of service, I can turn it off. But if it's just 1 hour long, so for example I would say an hour, I would choose here 1 hour and definitely show service. It means that you can add different services, but sometimes they're not active, so you can turn them off instead of just deleting the service. Block extra time, it's before the appointment. And you can add an image. I recommend to add some image for that service to stand out. Don't just use a blank page. Add an image. In this case, image should be some kind of logo or maybe an actual image that you create specifically for that service. I click on save and here it is. Here's my service. So when people will go to my page and go to my services, they will see Facebook advertising and price per hour and a short description here. In this lesson, we're going to look at some profile pictures and we're going to see what's working good and what's not, and what should you use for your Facebook page. Take a look at these profile images or logos. You can recognize right away what's going on here. They all look cute. Some of them look more professional, some of them look less professional, but they all look good. Then let's take a look at these profile images. Do you feel that something is missing here? Let's take a look at all of them together. Do you see the main difference between these profile photos? And we're not talking about the beauty here. It's not really the goal. The goal is for your profile picture is to represent your business. It means that if it stands alone, people need to recognize that it's your business, it's your brand. Because on Facebook, people often share posts. They send it to their friends via WhatsApp, via Messenger, and so on. And the only thing that they are going to see with your content is your profile picture. It means that when it stands alone, it needs to represent your business. So the logos on the right, or profile images on the right, they represent their business perfectly. You can see the name of the business, you can see the logo itself. So if you're going to see it on local coffee shop, you're going to recognize it. When images on the left, they don't really mean anything. You have no idea what's the name of the brand or if it is a brand. Some of these are just images that someone just took and uploaded to their profile picture. It means that they didn't even try. You can see that images are not really customized in order to be a good profile picture. It's just a regular image uploaded instead of profile picture. Some of them are logos with super small text where you can't really understand what's going on there. The text is too small, the colors are not really suitable to be in the profile picture. Profile picture is the first thing your customers see when they visit your Facebook page. Make sure it's clear, make sure it represents your business well. In this lesson, we're going to look at different cover photos on Facebook and we're going to learn how our cover photo should look. I would like to show you some big brands and a few small businesses as well, just to see what's the difference between them and to learn what should you do with your cover photo. So for example, there is a Coca-Cola. If you're going to look at their cover photo, you're probably going to recognize this brand just by the colors and by this curl. It actually reminds you Coca-Cola. But since it's a big brand, they don't really need to add anything else. They don't have a text or anything other than just the image here. If we're going to take a look at IKEA, they also have just an image without any text, but the image is very clear. We can see different furnitures and we can recognize their style right away. Here is a Turkish airline page, and you definitely know that this is Turkish airline page. They don't advertise anything on their cover photo. They simply want you to recognize their page just from their image. The advertising and content comes on the page itself. So on cover photo, they keep it clean and they keep it clear. Airbnb also shows you very clear image. They offer you experience in different places in the world. So this is what you see on this cover image. Here's just an example of small dentist office in UK. You can see how they used their cover photo here. They're using it to display their websites and to let you know what's their doctor's name. But in my opinion, something is missing here. You don't really understand just by looking at this image that this is a dentist clinic. You need to read it in the name of this page. This image is actually more suitable to someone who is in real estate business. Here's another example of marketing agency in New York. As you can see, you can clearly understand that this agency is located in New York just by looking at this image. And then there is a text that helps you to understand what's going on here. Creative and digital marketing agency. That's a good way of using your cover photo, but it also takes you a long time to understand what's going on here just by looking at this cover photo, because you still need to read the text on it in order to understand that this is actually a marketing agency. When you're looking to create a logo for your Facebook profile image, you should think about it as a serious logo which are going to represent your business. That's why if you are not a graphic designer, you should hire one. When I need to hire a professional to create a logo for me, I'm using either Fiverr or Upwork. I'm using these two since they're secure websites and I think they're super easy to use. We're going to start with Fiverr. On Fiverr, it's super easy to find someone to create a logo. You just type in the search panel logo and click enter, and you will find a lot of different results. Their system is actually showing you step by step how to choose the perfect designer for your logo type. First of all, you select a logo style. You're a person with unique tastes, so probably if you're going to look at all of these logos, you're going to like some of them and you're not going to like some of them for different reasons. You don't really have to explain it to anyone. It's your logo. So just choose whatever looks good to you. There are a lot of different options to look for. When you're done, you will receive option for a graphic designer, which eventually will end up with how much are you willing to pay for that logo. Now, after I switched it to dollars, I even got a category where I can choose if I want to pay under $25, between 25 and 50, and so on. The advantage of this site and the point of Fiverr that they're offering services for just $5, so maybe you can find something for really low costs. So maybe you can even find something with a super low budget. So just go over. So just find your graphic designer, click on him. When I find my graphic designer, in order to actually choose your graphic designer, you need to go to each. On Upwork, it also works in a similar way, but here you just choose your category, design and creative. You open a task for your logo creation. You choose a budget for this task. and designers who are willing to do it will apply for this job. So you will just go through all of their portfolios, will choose which one is working for you. That's how you create a logo. Canva is a great website to create any design for your social media. And the best thing about it is that they already know that people use them for these specific purposes. So if you just go to Canva, create a user, you don't have to pay for anything. It's absolutely free. Since Facebook cover photo isn't one of these popular options, you're just going to look for it. Just type Facebook cover. This is enough. And here you go. This is the size of cover that Facebook is currently requires. These are templates that you might use for your cover. You don't have to use the exact image that they are offering here. You can just use the design and you can edit it to your specific page. So for example, if you use purple colors for your business and it's something that looks good to you, so you can just click here on this image and start working on it. Please notice that there are signs of dollars here. This means that this template contains paid elements. We can easily filter these templates down so you won't get confused. So let's just say free. So for example, I like this one, Digital Marketing Expert. It looks very nice. It's actually pretty easy because whatever you click on is an edible element. This cover photo actually contains two different images, and within those images there are some different elements like these arrows over here and text with different fonts. So here's just one font type and here's another, and we can change everything here, including the text color and these elements color, this image. We have templates which we already choose. Then on the left we're going to work with elements, different elements. There are lines, arrows, and all sorts of stuff. As you can see here, these arrows came from these elements, so you can either go category by category and find something suitable. Options are unlimited, or just type here whatever you're looking for. Then there are uploads. You can upload different images from your computer. I already did. I'm going to change this image instead. So I'm going to put it here and see how it looks. Doesn't really look that good. So let's see, maybe this image can look better. When you're finished with your image and you're happy with your results, you can just click on share, and you will have a download button. So you're going to click on that and just download your image. You have option to share that design with others if needed. And here you go. This is the cover photo that we created for Facebook page. In order to manage people on your Facebook page, if you want to add someone to manage your content or to manage your data, you need to go to settings, and from here you have page roles. So you simply can add people here by their Facebook name. For that option, you need to have them as a friend or by their email. You can add them as admin, editor, moderator, advertiser, and analyst to help you manage your page. When you add them, you're going to see them here, down here, existing page roles. If you want to remove someone or edit their role, you simply click on edit and you will have an option to edit their role on your page. In this lesson, we're going to talk about different page roles. There are a few different page roles that you can choose for your Facebook page. There is obviously one that is important, it's admin. You have a full access to your page, and when you create your page, you're an admin automatically. Then there is an editor who has also full access except the role management. He can post on your page, he can see different data on your page and so on. So editor is a second in charge after admin. Moderator is just someone who takes care of messages, comments, and he can ban people from the page if needed. Advertiser is someone who can use your page in order to advertise something. When you hire an advertiser, you should provide him with access to your page as well as with access to your ads manager. Analyst is someone who can view the insights on your page, report to you what's going on, what works, what doesn't work, and so on. In this lesson, we're going to set up automatic responses for your page. We're going to click on settings, and we're going to proceed with messaging. Let's look here at different categories that we have. First category that we're going to look at is general settings. Use the return key to send messages. It's very simple. Either you're going to use enter key to send a message or you don't. Then there is a start message conversation. I recommend to leave it on because every time when someone wants to send you a message, they will receive this greeting. You can customize this greeting as you want. Click on change and make your own greeting that works for you. You can use customer's name, customer's last name or full name, or a Facebook page link. It's customized message, so be creative but be short and be clear. When you're done, don't forget to click save. Then there is during a message conversation, click on setup, and we are getting to inbox automated responses. There are a lot of different options here. Don't forget that you can work with WhatsApp messages and Instagram messages as well. Since this is a demo page, I didn't add my WhatsApp number or my Instagram account, but if you already connected with your Instagram and your WhatsApp, you will have different options here so that responses can be sent via WhatsApp or via Instagram messages and not just a messenger on Facebook. The setup is exactly the same, but you will have an option to choose different platforms here. We are going to start with instant reply. Instant reply works when someone is sending you a message. You can reply automatically with information which is relevant to your business. Facebook allows you to use up to 500 characters. You don't need to do that. It's a messenger. People are looking at this message from their mobile. It needs to be short, otherwise people won't read it. So you can customize this message and you can add maybe emojis because they work great on Facebook. Everybody likes emojis. You can add customized personalized messages. I personally like to add a first name. I think this option makes it very friendly. If you're using a full name of your customer, it's very formal. Don't forget they're sending you a message. It's like a private message. You usually use Messenger to send a message to your friends on Facebook. So it's very, very personal. It's very friendly. So be light, be short and be clear. Try to create a positive experience for your customers. Then there is an away message option. You can create a away message if you are away from your inbox. Then there is a frequently asked questions. I find it a super interesting option. It's super helpful. we're going to select Messenger and we're going to start creating different questions. So you can click here and you can create a question. Let's use an example. Do you have a store? No, we do not have a physical store. We only have an online shop. I can add an action button here. I can add media if it's relevant, image, video, and I'm going to save my option here. So let's go to frequently asked questions. And we already have question number 1. We can add a few questions here. You can add up to 3 questions. Otherwise, it will look really distracting on the Messenger screen. Then there is an option to add automatic response to a comment. Depends on what keywords this comment is using. This option doesn't work for everyone, but if you're an online store, for example, and you sell hats, you can use this as a keyword and you can create a special message for that person. Contact information: whenever someone is asking how to contact you, you can add your contacts in this message. Location, hours, job application, and then there is even a custom keyword option, which means that you can create message based on different keywords. If you're going to click create, name this option, the platform is Messengers, of course, and you're going to use up to 5 different keywords or phrases, and you're going to create a custom message for someone who is using these keywords in comments on your Facebook. In this lesson, we're going to talk about Facebook's page insights. It means that when your page is active and you're posting a content, you would like to know what's going on, what's working, what's not working, what should you post again, what topic you should talk about, and so on. So how do you know these things? Obviously, by looking at your data, and you do that by going to Insights. I'm going to use my active page for this lesson so that you will see all the data that you can receive from your page. The Insights option is on your left, it's over here, and now you're looking on all the data that you can receive from your page. This is the data from last 7 days. You can look at this data here. It's very comfortable to look at it here. You can see right away what's going on, or you can export it to the Excel. First of all, you can change the date range here. If it's not 7 days, it's 28 days, today or yesterday. Since this is a graphic display, it doesn't really allow you to customize too much. So use this view to just analyze what's going on your page for the last week, what data you can actually get from here. Actions on your page, it means when someone is clicking on your call to action button. Page views, we are talking about Facebook page, not your website. Page likes, post reach, story reach, if you have any. Recommendations, if someone is sharing and recommending your page. Post engagements, videos. If you have videos, you will see the data here. More accurately, 3-second video views. Then page followers, if you're up, if you're down. This is the quick view that you're getting from your Facebook Insights. Then if you're going to scroll down, you're going to receive data for 5 most recent posts. Then you're going to receive data about the pages that you are watching. You need to add pages first. So I recommend to add different pages that are competitors to your business and look how they are doing, how many likes are they getting, how many engagements, and so on. This data might teach you if they are growing fast. Probably they're doing something good, so you can go to their page and you can analyze what are they posting, what kind of images do they use, what kind of video do they use, and maybe copy some of their tactics. If you want to go deeper into the data, you can continue to different categories over here on your left. For example, you can go to followers and see what's going on. This actually allows you to choose customized data. You won't look at the data from just 7 days ago. You can go as far as you want and you can play with the data as much as you want. You can see here number of followers. You can can see if it was growing or downgrading. You can see if someone isn't following you, if it comes from organic or if it comes from paid ads. You can see where it happens, how your customers are starting to follow you. In addition to that, you can take a look at likes or reach on your Facebook page. It's similar to followers. You can customize a time range here and you can see if it was organic, if it was paid, and how it's growing. Page views, same thing. Choose the data up here and see what's going on your page. What's interesting here is posts. If you're posting frequently on your page, you can take a look at what's going on, and that's how you know what's actually working. You can see the amount of engagement, you can see post type, and you can see targeting. So if you see that one post is doing really great, you can actually duplicate this post. What I mean by that is to create something similar. Maybe you should continue talking about this topic, or maybe you should use a similar image, or maybe a similar call to action button. Try to change just a little thing and see if it still works, if it still provides you with good amount of engagement. Other than that, you can see what's going on with videos on your page, who is actually following you. This information can be very helpful. For example, in my case, I can see that more men than women are following my page. I can see that their age groups are from 25 to 44 years old. I should keep it in mind when I'm going to create posts on my page.